Hello and welcome to this Varsity Sports Web Extra alongside Jason Andera. I am Jay Elson. We're talking State B baseball. That tournament coming up on Saturday in Sioux Falls at Ronkin Field on the campus of Augustana College. And Jason, it's a 4-team field just like the A's. And I think like the A's, it's pretty wide open. I mean, St. Thomas More comes into this thing, let's not kid ourselves, as the favorite. But they had to earn their way just to get to this point. Maybe they're not that much farther ahead than everybody else.
All right, let's clear out the field here. You look at the records. St. Thomas More has 3 marks in the loss column. That's a little deceiving. Lost to Rapid City Stevens early in the year, then came to Sioux Falls to play Sioux Falls Lincoln, the defending champs in Class A. Had a close game with them one game when Georgia Carius was pitching. Second time through, kind of got handled. So all 3 of their losses to Class A teams, but they were tested in the regions when Winter Cologne took them to a 1-run game. Now, this is a team that knows how to win championships. You got to play 2 games in the same day. You got to have enough pitchers to get through those 2 games. St. Thomas More definitely has that.
But, like we're talking about the difference between them and everybody else, maybe not being as great as maybe we would have thought going into the season, their first-round matchup is no joke. McCook Central Montrose is a team coming in awful hot, 13 wins in a row. Only loss of the year was to another state tournament qualifier at Dell Rapids, 5-4. That was their second game of the season. Haven't lost since then. That was April 24th. And so this team is rolling, and they're coming off a big win themselves over Sioux Falls Christian, 2-1 in 8 innings. Cole Cheesman with the game-winning walk-off single on Monday night. And so this team is feeling pretty good about themselves. A lot of confidence coming in, and you need that against a team like St. Thomas More.
Coming into that region, just to get out of that region, a huge win for McCook Central because Sioux Falls Christian had been playing some of the best baseball in all of Class B. And then to get by West Central before they got to that championship game is a huge win because West Central making it all the way to the state finals or to the state championship tournament last year. So McCook Central, definitely a team to watch. Like you said, just that one loss, that seems ages ago. This is a team that plays great defense. The pitching staff's been really good. You look at the numbers that they've given up, the runs they've given up, very few, and they're so aggressive on the base paths. It makes them one of those teams that feels like they can grind out a run whenever they need to.
The other semifinal matchup will feature Dell Rapids and Vermilion, Jason. One of these 2 teams has been here before. Vermilion, we're used to seeing them in this situation. Dell Rapids has had a lot of success athletically, basketball, football, and the like, but somewhat new to this baseball thing in terms of success and getting to the state tournament. So, but this is a team that went up, beat Millbank on their home field to win the region title on Monday night, and that earns the Warriors their trip to state and taking on a good Vermilion team. But just talk about this matchup a little bit and what you think you're expecting to see.
Well, let's talk about Dell Rapids. This is a team, you want to be playing your best ball at the end of the season. Everybody says that. I know it's a huge cliche, but Dell Rapids has done that throughout the season. Just a 1-run win over Millbank. And then what do they do in the region finals against Millbank? They handle them 9-0. A much improved Dell Rapids team to get to this point. They're going to be tough to get out. Vermilion, on the other hand, you talked about it, a traditional favorite, but this year didn't spend a lot of time in my top 5 rankings because of an early season, a little bit of a hiccup for them. They lost a couple games right off the top to a team like Dakota Valley, and then backed it up, took a trip to Yankton to get an early season game in, and really got handled in those 2 games. They kind of fell off my radar for the rest of the year, and then they worked their way back up through the region, took out some good teams with Beersford, and then that big win over Wagner, Avon, Lake Andes, and held on for the win despite some little iffy defense. They got enough runs, and when they get the bats going, this is one of the best offensive teams that you'll see in this field.
They proved that against Wagner, Avon, Lake Andes. 10 runs in the 5th inning of that regional championship. That is how explosive this team can be. Certainly look forward to these 2 matchups. Again, Vermilion and Dell Rapids, McCook Central, Montrose, and St. Thomas More in the semifinals. Of course, the winners move on to play for the State B championship there at Ronkin Field, Caris Park on the campus of Augustana College.
And we'll be there, by the way.
And we will be there. And so we'll have, be there, and you'll be able to see that game at a later date here on Midco Sports Network. So we look forward to doing that. But for now, for Jason Andera, I'm Jay Elson. Thanks for watching this Varsity Sports Web Extra.